Hello everyone, I'm your host, Boss Zombie. Welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Online. We are now in Alinor. And I forget how to get up to the Queen, but I think it's roundabout. Or the Queen, the proxy Queen.
The depravity of Daedric worship is running rampant through our lands. Look around! Anyone gathered here could truly be a Daedric-loving fiend. Especially now. See who crawls onto our shores. The bastard children of Malakath, the tainted Velothi. Even now the taint of Daedra walks across our island uncontested. We must beware. The gnarled root of cultists cannot gain purchase in the island.
Is he just like a homeless, crazy person? Everyone's just sitting around and gossiping. There's the castle. Oh god, Riggert the Brash. Sorry, Riggert. Another time, maybe. The palace is the site of the fabled throne of Alinor, which has been occupied almost continuously by a single line of royal succession dating back to the Merithic era. Irene, the current monarch, is represented by her cousin, Proxy Queen Alwynarwe. Wow, that's an impressive, unbroken line. It's a couple thousand years. Or several thousand years. A couple implies only 2 or 3. Or 2. That's what a couple is. That's like 10,000 years almost. Actually, Merithic, it's hard to say because Merithic doesn't really have a time period definition. Defined time period. Timeline? Whatever. I've never noticed before, but this is the same layout as the Sijic Villa. Wow, it's exactly the same layout. Well, the main hall at least. Hello, Proxy Queen. You're equally shiny to everyone else I've seen so far.
We grow accustomed to the influx of visitors to our blessed isle, though your increasing numbers remain a source of concern to our nobles. We, however, find the many non-Altmer faces to be interesting. What business brings you to the palace?
The Right Master of the Sijic Order sent me to get your permission to enter the College of Sapiarchs.
The Sijic Order? We have not heard a word from that august body in a star's age, and then word arrives that we should expect a visitor. Why would we grant access to the Sapiarch's private compound? Speak true if you want our aid in this matter.
The Crystal Tower is in danger. The Right Master sent me to warn the Sapiarchs.
This involved the business that Razumdar was telling us about. The Queen's cat claimed he had eyes in the Sijic Order, but we assumed that was more of his braggadocio. Very well. We'll send word to Lilandril that you may cross to the college.
Is there anything I should know about the College of Sapiarchs?
The newcomer wants us to blather on about the many wonders of the Blessed Isle. Why, by all means. Let us sing the praises of the Sapiarchs, reveal a recipe for an Altmer delicacy, and select the best House of Reveries performance for you to attend.
I'm getting the sense I may have offended you in some way.
Indeed. Perhaps you aren't as dull as we first presumed. My queen has asked that we welcome you, so we shall tell you that the Sapiarchs are our teachers. The compound in Lilandril serves as the seat of their prestigious college.
I'll travel to Lilandril immediately.
And we shall alert the Portal Master to accommodate you. Once inside, seek out Lana Teal, Sapiarch of Archaeology. She leads the college and should hear the Right Master's warning. There, we have done our deed for the day.
No, I can't sit in the throne. I was curious if that was even an option. God, we're getting closer to Greymore every day. It's less than 3 months? God, it's almost 2 months at this point. Wow. Feels like it was farther away, because it comes out like May 20 something for the PC, and then June 2nd, I think, for console. Can I survive a trip down this way? Oh, this almost seems like they designed it for it, that you could do this. This, on the other hand, is a little steep. Ow. God, I wish it was an easier way up that castle. And down. More up than down, really. That was pretty good load time. Where are we going? That way. Oh, hey, more of the countryside. Oh, wait, this is the sinkhole. I don't want to fall in it. Oh, hey, when I do the Sigil quest line, I'll be able to see those portals. Those are handy. Oh, there's an abyssal geyser happening. Is it actually being taken on, or... Wait, that's not an abyssal geyser. Yes, it is. What's going on here? Oh, there's two guys just fighting Tide Rack. He's one of the bosses. I can help out. Probably a mistake, though. God, they must have been doing this for, like, 10 minutes already. Did I waste my ultimate on Tide Rack? He's almost dead. Someone seems to have jumped in to assist in damage. Unless that's my... That actually might be my dude doing that. Just hit me. Hey, don't you slap me.
When next we meet, things will be different.
One of you break it. I don't need the credit. Cool. Got a ring. Also, I need to charge my sword was low. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow, I almost have 100,000. I've run out of things to spend money on with Mr. Miserable. Because I was basically using any earned currency to upgrade my bank, but I finally hit my maximum upgrades. And I don't see any point increasing his backpack space. He never holds enough items to warrant that. What other things can I buy? I guess houses. I could always buy some houses, but I already have too many to decorate as it is. I'm gonna just add it to my ever-growing funds. I guess like every 100,000 or so, I could just throw it in my bank and let my main character pick it up. Because really, if you do your writs and maybe one daily every day, or 2 dailies sometimes, you get 5,000 gold. And I have 2 characters, and I have to do it with 2 characters. That's 10,000 gold a day, which isn't bad at all for 5 to 10 minutes of effort per character. It's not shabby at all. Lalandril.
Honestly, I think she plans to do something rash. She might even attack.
Where's my... There. I'm stuck. Why can't I move?
Stay strong, Emil. I'll get you out of this. secure the prisoner in the fight.
Oh, hello again, Valstrin. Fancy meeting you here. The College of Sapiarchs. The game is really fighting to load everything.
I've checked over Lillandrill from top to bottom, and there's no sign of the Court of Bedlam. I can't get the Portal Master to let me go to the college compound, though. Have you brought permission from the Proxy Queen?
The Proxy Queen promised she'd send word to grant us access to the College of Sapiarchs.
Good, good. I was about to turn that insignificant book dust into something small, wet, and slimy. It would have made matters worse, but it might have brightened the dark mood I've been in. Sorry, I don't mean to burden you with my troubles.
Is there something I can help you with?
No. The mission is more important than personal matters. I'm sure Lathan will turn up, eventually. In the meantime, you should talk to the Portal Master and see if she's ready to grant us access to the college.
Tell me about Lathan.
Lathan and I met when we were initiates of the Psijic Order. We fell in love and married, had a daughter. We had all the things we ever wanted. And then everything changed. After we lost our daughter, Lathan grew distant, more subdued.
You lost your daughter?
It happened ages ago, after a long illness. We lived on an island filled with the most accomplished sages of our age, and there was nothing that could be done. We tried. I tried. But the illness took her in the end. Lathan was never the same.
So Lathan left Artaeum.
No, it wasn't like that. When the Right Master first learned of the possible Daedric threat, Lathan volunteered to look into it. We both thought it would be good for Lathan to get away, give him something to occupy his time. Then he disappeared.
Disappeared?
Lathan's reports became less frequent. Then he stopped sending them altogether. I'd know if he was dead, but he could be a prisoner or hurt. My main concern right now is the threat posed by the Daedric Princes. Lathan will have to wait.
Portal Master Asterhill. Asterhill? Whoa, you're just cool.
Not now, please.
So shiny.
I really must prepare for tonight's lecture. Besides, only those with permission may enter the College of Sapiarchs. We can't have just anyone wandering around the compound.
I need to enter the college. The Proxy Queen said she'd send word.
So you're the luminary the Proxy Queen wants me to treat with kid gloves. And I suppose the arrogant Psijic is with you? Oh, very well. Let's get this over with.
How do we get to the compound?
The compound has been purposely isolated to serve as a sanctuary and place of study. Research and scholarship require solitude and quiet, after all. We use magic to travel back and forth. I'll prepare the portal dais when you're ready to cross.
I'm ready to go.
Just follow me and step onto the dais.
Ooh. They really love this whole dissolving animation. I guess it's probably hard to program, so they figured they'll use it everywhere they can.
By the 7 sacred texts! Who has dared invade this place of learning?
Well, Daedra by the looks of it.
I've got this. You talk to that Sapiarch.
This is unheard of. Attacked in our own sanctuary.
Sanctuary?
This is terrible. Please excuse my present state, as I am distraught beyond all rational thought. I never imagined that Daedra would attack our compound. It's madness. Forgive my lapse in protocol. I am Elamil, Sapiarch of Daedric Fallacies.
Tell me what happened here.
Happened? Oh, it isn't over yet. There was no warning. Daedra filled the compound. So many great minds cut down. We were able to clear the courtyard, but there's more inside. I fear for the safety of the head Sapiarch and our other sages.
I came to warn you about the Crystal Tower.
The Crystal Tower? You need to speak to Lanatil, Sapiarch of Arcanology and head of our college. She's trapped inside with those monsters. I suggest you enter through the labyrinth beneath the compound. Just watch out for the Daedra.
I'll enter the labyrinth and find Sapiarch. And find the
According to
Sapiarch.
the maps I studied, the labyrinth is this way.
Is it up or down?
I'll return to Lelondril and warn the guards.
A lot of labyrinths in this
Good
place.
idea. Perhaps I should accompany you.
I don't actually see a lot of Daedra. That may be because someone's been killing them all. Wait, that's not where I wanted to go. No, 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 no. What the heck? Can I really not get around this? Oh, it's like over here. College of Sapiarchs. The College of Sapiarchs is built atop a literal maze of halls and corridors, a repository of ancient knowledge and royal ceremonies, as delineated in the many scrolls of praxis that all Altmerry monarchs must study before ascending the throne of Alinor. Ooh!
There's more to this than a simple Daedric incursion. I felt a strange sensation when we arrived. A sense of urgency. We need to hurry and find the trapped Sapiarchs.
Do you often get sensations like this?
Sometimes. Probably has something to do with living on a displaced island and being part of the Sigic Order. We knew the 3 Daedric princes were a threat. But this is our first clear evidence of their hostile intent.
Do you think the Sapiarchs are still alive?
Even scholars have ways to defend themselves. Which reminds me, I can protect myself, but I'm not much good in a raging battle. I'll try to stay behind you and keep out of the way. Now, let's hurry and go save the Sapiarchs.
Okay.
Warm blood approaches.
We gotta go all the way around? Yeah.
By the stars!
This place is a reason to be afraid of the dark.
Spider Kith. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, and a spidery Ogrim. I should do this right now before I forget to. Oh! The gross kinds of flesh astronauts, the spidery kind. Well, the grosser kind, I should say. Ogrim Igniters. Not a variety you see very often either. Purple. And now Skyne Scorpions. Lovely. Imagine you took a scorpion and made it worse.
The Father has sealed this place. Mortals flee.
Oh, they're using Sigic magic. Or is that Valcerin using it? Oh, I can loot that. Oh. I really enjoy that ability. Whoa! That spider kid had heterochromia. That was cool.
I'd like to explore this compound one day, when fewer Daedra are about, of course.
Straight across and then that way. Are spider kids actually Daedra or just people who have been like Mephallic? I mean, without the skin or without the texture they have, they would just look like a regular denizen of Tamriel. Oh, I guess that is my friend using it, not that other person. Nice try, dum dum. Oh god, they have even worse faces than a normal flesh astronaut.
We should be able to reach the upper level.
No shit, Sherlock. That's why we were here in the first place. Oh, there's more in here. I like that there's skyne spiders all over the place too, not just regular spiders. A little detail just to give the real sense that this is all from the Daedric realm. Oh, a Horvor Daedra. It's not quite a Yagra.
I sense this way.
Oh, that's what the type of thing Veladrith is.
This way.
Sapiarch of Archaeology
Hear
Study.
voices up ahead.
No more sages need die today, Sapiarch. Just give me the diamond keys.
The Resolute Diamonds are not mine to give, especially not to a Daedric cultist.
Nathan, stop!
Valcerin, no, damn you!
We didn't save that many, all things considered. Sapiarch Larnatil.
You and your companion arrived in the proverbial nick of time. Now, if you wouldn't mind, who in Oblivion are you? And how did you know the College of Sapiarchs was under assault?
The Right Master of the Sigic Order sent us to warn you. The Crystal Tower has been compromised.
First, the cultist leads an army of Daedra into our compound and demands I turn over the Resolute Diamonds. Now, you arrive with a warning from the long-absent sages of Artaeum. I think you need to explain yourself before we go any further.
3 Daedric princes worked with the Sea Slows to steal the heart of transparent law.
That's impossible. We would know if the tower's defenses had been breached. But it would explain the disasters currently befalling the Summerset Isle. Let's say I believe you. What does the Right Master suggest as the next step?
The Right Master's trying to locate the heart. We need to keep the Daedric princes out of the tower.
A reasonable plan. But access to the tower requires the Resolute Diamonds, which are guarded by the tower's sentinels. Only they can use the keys. I suppose they are the next targets. We need to warn Hanail and Imidril at the Illumination Academy.
I can go warn them.
We appreciate your aid in this matter. Before you head to the Illumination Academy, perhaps you can have your friend get that cultist out of my compound. As it is, it's going to take weeks to get rid of the stench of Daedra.
Tell me more about the Sentinels.
Every 11 years, 2 Sapiarchs are selected to undergo a long and extensive ritual to attune them to the Resolute Diamonds, the keys that open the Crystal Tower. These Sentinels guard the diamonds and utilize them to grant access to the tower.
No one else can use the diamonds?
The Azure Diamonds are a matched set, specifically attuned to a pair of Sapiarchs at any given time. Only an attuned Sentinel can use a diamond key, and both keys are required to open the path into the tower.
Then why does this cultist want the diamonds?
Who can say how much the cultist actually knows about the diamonds and their function?
The Daedric prince he serves, however, has magic enough to utilize the diamonds. That's why we must make sure the Sentinels are safe and out of harm's way.
Tell me more about Hanael and Immadril.
In addition to their sentinel duties, Hanael and Immadril also serve as scholars in the College of Sapiarchs. They have research to conduct, lectures to give. For their own protection, however, their identities as sentinels are known only to a few.
Being a tower sentinel is a secret?
That's our standard practice. Difficult times call for desperate measures, however. You need to know who they are so you can find them and return them to our compound. Hanael needed to use the Academy library, and Immadril accompanied her.
Okay.
Let's leave these Psijics to their work. We have a college to put back together.
You there. Tell my darling wife to release me, and I'll ask Mathala to kill you quickly when the new age dawns.
You're Valserin's husband? Why do you serve Daedra now?
Spinner saved me from fools and altruistic adventurers. Valserin turned her back on me and my daughter a long time ago. Is it any wonder I've found acceptance and a purpose among the court of Bedlam?
So you betrayed the Psijic Order.
Don't presume to judge my actions, you insignificant flea. I am an earl in the court of Bedlam now, chosen personally by Mathala to represent her on this all-too-fragile world. Leave me. I'm done speaking to you now.
Charming fellow.
I can't believe I was concerned about the welfare of my husband. To find Lathan here, threatening the Sapiarchs and leading a horde of Daedra. How could he betray the Order like that? How could he betray me?
What did you do to Lathan?
A simple spell of binding. His attention was so focused on the Sapiarchs, he wasn't prepared to deal with another Psijic mage. While you go and find the Tower Sentinels at the Illumination Academy, I'll take Lathan back to Artaeum.
You won't have any trouble getting him back to the Psijic Order?
I almost hope he gives me a little trouble. I could use a reason to unleash some pain and suffering on this turncoat. Don't worry. My spell will hold until we reach the confines of Kapora Tower.
No. Bye. The Illumination Academy. Is that part of this area, or is that a different place? Illumination Academy. Don't ring a bell. No light bulbs lighting up. Oh, there's the music. I was wondering where it's been the past few hours. Well, so much for this place. That was short-lived. Where is the Illumination Academy? Oh, up the road. Wow, these cities are always so vertical. Every time I start talking about a big city, it makes me start thinking about how cool it's going to be in Greymore to see Solitude. Solitude is a nice, flat city. And it goes in one direction, and you can always find everything you need. It has one main road, well, two main roads, kind of, but it's very easy to navigate, very easy to find the things you're looking for, and has a very nice style in general. many quests have we done here? This is the 4th one? Oh, yeah. I always forget I can do that. No way shrine here, though, huh? Oh. There was a way shrine here that I already had. Whoops.
Five Claw. You always arrive just when Raz needs you most.
Oh, right. Isn't there crazy stuff happening in the academy right now?
Save yourselves!
After Raz spoke to the pretty Siege.
Wait a minute. I need to check something because...
After Raz spoke to the pretty Siege. After Raz spoke to the pretty...
Yeah, it's... I don't know why, but NPCs like face off to the right
After
now.
Raz spoke to the pretty Siege Coriandra, whispers reached me about the illustrious Illumination Academy. They said that the Court of Bedlam hunts a Sapiarch there, so Raz had to come and see. Didn't expect all the crazy people, though.
A hunted Sapiarch? That must be one of the tower sentinels. I came here to find them.
So the Crystal Tower really is in danger. This one finds that so hard to believe. The Crystal Tower. It's a bastion, a symbol of everything the High Elves hold dear. The Queen would be very cross with Raz if anything bad happened to the tower.
There are 2 Sapiarchs. They guard the diamond keys that can open the Crystal Tower.
Now Raz sees why the Court of Bedlam seeks these particular sages. Very well. No need to twist this one's tail. Raz will help you save the Sapiarchs from the demented Daedric cultists. Let's look in the guest wing on the west side of the compound.
Lead the way.
This way. Follow Raz.
Onward, sailors! What treasures await us?
Yeah, there's an interesting quest line here.
New arrivals? I wasn't told to expect any students or scholars today. Sorry, they usually let me know when new academics are going to arrive. I'm sure I can find a way to squeeze you in someplace. How long do you plan on staying?
No, I'm looking for a couple of Sapiarchs, Hanalel and Immadril. Are they here at the academy?
Sure. They arrived a few days ago, but only Sapiarch Hanael stayed.
Oh, Hanael.
She's working on a book of some sort. I think that's what she told me. Don't know where the other one scampered off to. She hasn't been back to her room in quite a while, though.
Do you think she left the academy compound?
Wouldn't think so. She left all her things in her room. Notes, valuable tomes. Not the sorts of items a sage would leave behind. Maybe she just got caught up in the nonsense outside. You can examine her room if you like. It's right over there.
I mean, thank you for just letting me into someone's room.
Hasn't been slept in. Such a waste of a perfectly good bed. Interesting. Ross saw one just like it in a shop in Skywatch.
I think she didn't leave the academy and go to the ancient ruins to the right call. Something isn't quite right here. Well, we know where she went.
The Sapiarch's letter. She's hidden a coded message in the words. Raz has seen this done before.
Code? Can you figure it out?
Hanael mentions something isn't right here. That she plans to hide in a quiet room. Very smart. It seems the Sapiarch knows that someone is hunting her. The list of specific books in a specific order, though. That's the key, Raz thinks.
So we need to find the books Hanael mentioned.
We need to find the books and the podiums. If Raz has deciphered the meaning of her code correctly. Let's hope we can find her before the Court of Bedlam does.
A cultist led a Daedric assault on the College of Sapiarchs. That's where I was before coming here.
That is disturbing news. The Queen hates Daedric machinations, especially the most overt ones. Let us hurry and try to find the Sapiarch.
Okay. Hanael's quiet room. I gotta go get books, I guess. don't have to do the side quest here, right?
Class is now in session.
Well, they all seem to be upstairs. There's notes on this load. Oh, this is where the room is. The Marmor of Pandonia. The year 2090, or 2920. Oh, wait, the other book is... There we go. Sages of the Crystal Tower. That's impressive. Alright, now how do I know the order? Okay. Slowed. Sea Elves. Sapiarchs. 2920. Okay. So I would say the Slodes. The Sea Elves. The Sages. And the year 2920.
A vanishing bookcase. Raz likes this clever sage.
My illusion spell. Who are you?
Friends.
If you...
See, look, she looks the face. Look, felt like a, okay, go ahead on.
If you're the person that's been following me, I warn you, I'll scream.
Sapiarch Lenatiel sent me to find you and the other Tower Sentinel.
I knew I wasn't imagining things. I told Imidril that we were being followed. If the head of the College of Sapiarchs sent you and told you we guarded the Resolute Diamonds, it must be a serious matter. Something involving the other alliances?
Daedric Princes, actually. Where can I find Imidril?
Daedric Princes, you say? As in more than one? That doesn't sound very good. Imidril went to King's Haven, not too far from here. The old ruins. He loves to poke around in that place every chance he gets. But I'm still a bit confused.
I'll go to King's Haven and check on the Sapiarch.
Raz will explain things to the pretty Sapiarch and make sure she returns safely to Lilandril. You go find the one in the ruins.
Alright. I never get to have the fun. Or I guess this is the fun, isn't it? Oh, it is just straight west of here, or east of here. Oh, is King's Haven that weird one? That, like, it's an inside and an outside area? The inside's... Actually, the whole thing's full of goblins, but, like, the boss is a big, griffin. Or is that a different one? That might be a different place, actually. No, it's the one I'm thinking of. King's Haven Pass. Some say goblins originated in Summerset, and some say the High Elves brought them here to serve as menials and slaves. They no longer perform those functions, but free to escape, goblin tribes still thrive in the island's loneliest corners. Yeah, use them out. Oh, he saw me? Damn. It didn't look like he responded. What is that achievement? Oh. Wow. Has it been that many already? is he hanging out where the boss is? No, he's not. Where is he? Am I still in combat with something? Oh good, there's Daedra here. Oh, he's probably fine. Yeah, I could fight you, or I couldn't. Can I really just skip her? That's pretty funny. Kita's the... Oh no. I've got to fight her.
You won't get past my splendid webs, mortal!
It's always weird to me when a boss character can be feared.
Too late! The mistress has already claimed her prize!
Golden Knight, this would be a good time for you to... Oh, maybe I didn't have to fight her.
Don't let it take me!
No worries, I've got you. I think. You there! Burn the webs! Quickly! Quickly! Mephalah's damn webbing. It's in all my nooks and crannies. Thanks for helping, though.
Whoa.
No! Save the Dawnstar gem!
Okay.
The spider poison, it's spreading fast. Take this, resolute diamond. Don't let the Golden Knight sacrifice be in vain.
I'll protect the diamond. Sapiarch Larnatil... I can never say your name. Larnatil sent me to find you. Hanael is safe.
Then you know we're Tower Sentinels. Guardians of the diamond keys that open the Crystal Tower. Please, make sure my diamond remains safe.
What happened to the Golden Knight?
Mephalah, Prince of the Secret Arts. She sought my diamond, but also seemed very interested in the Golden Knight. I fear she's taken him to the Spiral Skein.
Oh, is that how you say it? Skein? Rest easy, Tower Sentinel.
Tell Hanael I'm sorry.
Oh, jeez. Shouldn't I at least take his body out of here?
Ah, there you are. The Right Master needs you back in Artaeum immediately.
I don't suppose you'll take me there, will
Find
you?
him in Kapora Tower as soon as you can.
No, because why would it? Okay, get out of here. Weird. Was he immune to being feared? That's interesting. Where am I? Oh, I'm down here. Okay. Shouldn't I go back to the College of Sapiarchs and tell them what happened first? Like, one of their people died. Isn't that kind of a, you know, important thing to disclose? There's a shrine. Uh-oh. Isn't there sometimes a chest down here? Sometimes does seem unfair, the advantages like the PC version has. You can get an add-on that shows you where like treasure chests are on the map and that kind of stuff. That one distinction makes the two versions, the console and PC, that's the biggest divider. It's not even performance really. Although didn't the first people just beat or perfect Sunspire on consoles not that long ago? Like really recently? Which is amazing to me because okay. That blows my mind because alright, the game has no idea what's happening. That content's been out for almost a year at this point. That makes me concerned about the balance. Because it didn't take too long on the PC. It was like, I think I saw the first reported achievement of that in like a few weeks after it came out, like 2 or 3 weeks. And honestly, I've never seen anyone with the mount on the console. Admiring yourself?
Thank you for returning so promptly. Before we get
Oh wait, this is weird. Let me talk to you from this angle.
Thank you for returning so promptly. Before we get to other matters, tell me about your search for the Tower Sentinels. Valcerin recounted the events at the College of Sapiarchs after she returned with Lathan. But I'm eager to hear your report.
One of the Sentinels is under the protection of Razumdar, the other was slain by Mephala.
Mephala, curse her name. Along with her cohorts, Clavicus Vile and Nocturnal, she corrupted Lathan and threatens all of Nirn. But the Sapiarchs no longer have an attuned pair of key-bearers. That will make it harder to access the Crystal Tower.
Mephala dragged the Golden Knight into her realm after he dropped this gem.
That Golden Knight is one of Meridia's champions, I believe. It seems that one Daedric prince is trying to help us. That gem is the Dawn Star, from the Dawnbreaker sword. Why take the knight prisoner, though? What are the princes playing at here?
You said it'll be harder to access the Crystal Tower now?
Oh, yes. Without 2 attuned Tower Sentinels, the Sapiarchs can't use the Diamond Keys to open the way to the Crystal Tower. The attuning process usually takes a year and a day, and I have no idea if they can hasten the process.
Remind me, who's Meridia again?
Meridia is the Daedric Prince of Life and Light, and the matron of the Colored Rooms. She isn't part of the Triad of Princes. Indeed, it seems that she has specifically sent her champion to oppose them. We'll need to keep that in mind as we proceed.
Let's talk about the matter you summoned me to discuss.
It involves my missing memories. I've recalled an important detail, and I need to show it to you. For now, let me compensate you for your efforts so far. I appreciate your help in all this.
Cool.
While you were gone, I have been scrying through my own memories, trying to find the missing events that will remind me where I hid the heart of transparent law. I believe I have discovered something significant.
You remember where you hid the heart?
Not exactly. While scrying through my memories, I saw half-formed thoughts and splintered recollections. I saw myself enter the Dreaming Cave beneath Kapora Tower, and I held the heart of transparent law in my hands.
Tell me everything you remember.
I opened a portal, but I can't recall where it went. Something intentionally blocked the destination from my sight. I entered the portal, and time passed. Then I was back in the cave, and the heart was gone. Will you accompany me to the Dreaming Cave?
Yeah.
The answer to where I hid the heart of transparent law resides in the Dreaming Cave. Or, more precisely, through the portal I opened and once traversed. But therein lies the problem. It's best if I showed you. Meet me in the cave beneath this tower.
Tell me more about the Dreaming Cave.
The Dreaming Cave lies beneath Kapora Tower, where the various threads of magicka and other energies come together and pool like water running down a chain. Trained Psijics can use that energy to open portals to anywhere in Oblivion and beyond.
So you opened a portal to an Oblivion realm?
Perhaps. I honestly can't remember. If not for the success of my scrying spell, even this minor memory would still elude me. There's more to explain, but words fail me. I'll show you what I mean when we go down to the Dreaming Cave.
What was that projection you were looking at?
Just the result of my scrying spell. It allowed me to project images from my mind for further study, to look for details my memory alone may have missed. I watched one particular sequence over and over. The one where I took the heart into the cave.
That's how you remembered using the Dreaming Cave to hide the heart?
As I explained, the scrying allowed me to see myself take the heart into the Dreaming Cave, to watch as I opened a portal and stepped inside. Then the image faltered and skipped a beat. It ended with me back in the cave, but the heart was gone.
Where's Valcerin right now?
Valcerin refuses to leave Lathan's side. She's trying to get him to explain how he could forsake our order and pledge himself to a Daedric prince. I hope she can see her way through this. We're going to need her before all is said and done.
What happened between Valcerin and Lathan?
That's not my tale to tell. They both rose through the ranks of our order together. Fell in love. Had a child. The rest, well, that's personal. I still find it difficult to believe that the Lathan I know could betray us.
Oh, I got a shirt. Hey, it actually does something. Alright, you have to actually leave the building and come in from the bottom to get to the cave. Ooh. When do we see Sotha Seal again? Oh, even this is a load screen? Come on now. Ooh, this is spooky and reminiscent of Nocturnal.
Welcome to the Dreaming Cave. Here we can open paths to other realms. This particular path is blocked by Daedric magic. I have an idea, though. Take the Dawnstar gem from your pack and hold it up to the barrier. Just as I surmised, the barrier, it withdraws from the Dawnstar's power.
Did it, though? It doesn't seem like it changed much.
Dawnbreaker's gem contains a portion of Meridia's power, but on its own it isn't strong enough to dispel this barrier. We need to find the Dawnbreaker's sword and make it whole once more.
But the sword and the Golden Knight were pulled into Mephala realm.
We know that at least one Daedric prince has attempted to help us against the triad of Vile, Mephala, and Nocturnal. I think it's time to approach Meridia and solicit her help in this endeavor.
How do we get in contact with a Daedric prince?
We need to locate a true believer, one of Meridia's cultists. If anyone can direct us toward Daedric activity on Summerset, it's Lathan. Talk to Lathan. See if you can convince him to help us find one of Meridia's priests.
Why can't we use the Dreaming Cave to contact Meridia?
As we've seen, the triad of Daedric princes was able to interfere with the Golden Knight's efforts to reach us. If I attempt to use the Dreaming Cave to contact Meridia, chances are they'll notice and stop us. We can't risk tipping our hand just yet.
And that barrier blocks the access to the portal anyway, right?
The barrier doesn't block every possible path, only the one that I saw in my scried memory, the path that leads to where I hid the heart of transparent law. As Katora's magic continues to fade, I believe my memories will return in time.
What about the other sea slodes? Can't the Abyssal Cabal replace Katora's magic?
I don't think so. Each member of the Cabal possesses a unique talent. Katora dealt in mind magic. When you killed him, that magic was lost to the Cabal. No. Now we must concern ourselves with the triad of Daedric princes.
Where can I find Lathan?
Just as you were attuned so you could travel to and from Artaeum, we use the same magic to prevent Lathan from leaving the island. He is free to wander where he will, but he can't leave. I believe he's outside, talking to Valcerin.
Do you really think Lathan will help us?
Lathan was a good man. I have to believe he still is, despite pledging his allegiance to Mephala and the Court of Bedlam. Besides, we need to contact Meridia. He's our best chance for getting in touch with one of her priests.
Remind me, what's the triad of Daedric princes again?
Clavicus Vile, Mephala, and Nocturnal join forces to threaten Nirn. It appears their ultimate goal is to take control of the Crystal Tower, for a reason we haven't yet determined. Lathan is part of the Court of Bedlam. They're mortal servants.
Okay. It's as good an explanation as any, I guess. Plot summary. The load screen? Come on, be a short one. That's really weird that they need to put a load screen. I guess because stuff happens down there and above. Oh, that's a hedge. I can't go through those.
I never planned to come back here. The memories are painful.
I still can't believe I had to find you and drag you back. Was our time together really so terrible?
You still don't understand. Our daughter will never again see this view, or hold my hand, or anything.
I like your little spider pin.
I suppose it's too much for a prisoner to expect a few moments of solitude with his thoughts. Ah, well. So, what can I do for you? Has the Right Master sent you to interrogate me? Doesn't he trust my wife's talents in that regard?
Is there a Meridia cult on Summerset?
What a curious question. Do you actually believe that all Daedric cultists know each other? I hate to disappoint you, we don't. Although I can tell you that there are a lot fewer of the Lady of Life's followers now than there were before.
What do you mean by that?
The Court of Bedlam has been actively eliminating the competition, as it were. Oh, I wasn't personally involved, but I have it on good authority that the Meridia shrine hidden to the north of Shimmerine has been disposed of.
The Court of Bedlam killed all Meridia's followers in Summerset?
All? Who can say? I imagine that one or two of them scurried down a dark hole before the blade fell. Like rats, her followers are. I believe I have said everything I'm going to on this subject. Now shove off.
I guess I could go search around the north of Shimmerine.
That sounds like a wild Nixad chase. Didn't Razumdar mention he was investigating Daedric cults on Summerset? Maybe you should go talk to him. Razumdar has been investigating Daedric activity across Summerset. He's your best chance for finding a follower of Meridia, despite what Lathan has intimated.
Do you know where Razumdar is?
When last we checked, the Eye of the Queen was in Shimmerine, conducting his own investigation into the Court of Bedlam and other Daedric activity. If anyone in Summerset can point you to a priest of Meridia, it's Razumdar.
Okay, noted. Let's go talk to our friend. God, I hate that you have... Wait, does Artaeum have its own... Oh no, it shares the quest markers with Summerset, I guess. That's kind of weird. Oh, look at that. Weird. Even though Artaeum really technically has its own quest line. Odd choice. How easy will it be to find a Meridian cultist, I wonder?
If the Queen's Eye wants to chase his own tail by following skeever scribblings, fine by me. Anything to keep him out of our business.
That's interesting.
Step away from that scribble, newcomer.
Take a breath, Bailiff. It's just a scribble, not one of Razumdar's conspiracies.
It looks like a skeever.
Only one of the lesser races would deface a beautiful wall like that. I mean no disrespect, but my statement rings true. Razumdar claims the scribble contains a message of some sort, but I just don't see it.
Do you know where I can find him?
The cat mentioned he was working with a newcomer. But if you ask me about Daedra, I'll toss you down a pit. As I told Razumdar, Summerset banished Daedric cults centuries ago. Our biggest problem right now concerns these wall scribblers.
I don't want to pay that money. Do you know where I can find Razumdar or not? Ah, fine, I'll pay it. I'll pay for someone to clean this wall if you tell me where to find Raz.
Is this a bribe? You know what? Just give it here. The cat thinks the scribbles lead somewhere. Follow the nose. Those were his last words before he darted off. At least, I think that's what he said.
Okay. Oh. That's actually pretty easy.
Raz doesn't care who you worship. He just wants to know if your cult was attacked recently.
Peryite would welcome you. Our prince accepts all kinds, and you'd be our first Khajiit.
Oh,
You'd
Peryite
be our
cultist?
first anything, actually.
Oh wait, these two? These appear later. These two appear later on.
Look, Martine. The sacred scribbles of Peryite have brought another aspirant to our holy fire.
Yeah, maybe later, guys. Raz?
Five Claw, you have the happy ability to know where to find Raz when Raz has need of you. Getting information out of these Peryite idiots is like squeezing milk from a stone. This is why Raz hates dealing with Daedric cults.
Raz, in your investigation of the cults, did you happen to find one devoted to Meridia?
Interesting question. Raz has learned that the Court of Bedlam has been attacking the cults of other princes, including those devoted to Meridia and Azura. Now, usually if crazy cultists kill each other, it's good for Summerset. But this feels wrong.
I need to talk to a priest of Meridia.
You do? Well, Raz trusts you. So I can tell you about an old friend who attends Meridia ceremonies in the Etonir Grotto. Raz doesn't approve, but it's her life, yes? This one will make contact and meet you outside Etonir.
I'll meet you there.
Raz was planning to head up north to Etonir after talking to these Peryite imbeciles anyway, to check on his old friend. The Court of Bedlam's attacks on the other cults were particularly vicious, and this one worries so.
The Sijiks captured a Mephala cultist. He says the princes are at war.
War? That would explain the attacks. Raz isn't an expert on Daedric cults, but this doesn't sound like their usual behavior. This one thought they just sort of left each other alone.
The Court of Bedlam might have wiped out Meridia's cult with his
That's
attack.
a terrible thing to say. No, Raz refuses to believe it. Raz's friend is a survivor. She's got to be all right. This one will go and make contact. Make sure she's fine. Then we'll meet you outside Etonir.
Before I go, have you learned anything else about the Court of Bedlam?
Raz hears things. He heard about the attacks on the rival cults. He heard that the court consists of followers of 3 different princes. And he heard that even though the High Elves constitute the majority of the court's members, there is one Dark Elf.
One Dark Elf? Is that significant?
A single Dark Elf among a group of High Elves? Seems significant to Raz. Besides, everyone seems to fear her, but this one could not dig up any details. We should keep an eye out for this Dark Elf, yes?
We should. Especially considering who it is. Any Dark Elves come to Summerset recently? Wait. Oh, come on. Let me jump this. Man, the connection to other plots this line has compared to, like, I wonder how they're gonna what are they gonna pull out their hat for Greymore? Who are we gonna see show up that, like, there's no way we could predict? I mean, really, who could have predicted, like, I don't want to say anything, but the people who show up in, like, the Elsewhere storylines. Okay, we're just getting more Ray Shrines. That's always good. Hopefully we don't have to go into the actual ruin. That would be nice.
Over here, Five Claw. This is Raz's old friend, Sadarado. She follows Meridia, but do not hold that against her.
Well, she looks quite upset.
May Meridia's light shine upon you. Raz told me you need to contact my prince. With the recent attacks, however, I need to ask you what your interest in Meridia happens to be.
We need Meridia's help to recover and repair the Dawnbreaker sword.
Meridia's Sword of Light? I'm not sure I understand. Even if I wanted to help you, my efforts would probably be in vain. My prince doesn't speak to just any mortal. The leader of our sect had Meridia's ear, but he was caught in a recent attack.
Meridia aided me in the past. She'll remember me.
My prince blessed you with her presence. That's a story I'd love to hear sometime. For now, I'll do my best to help you, but the path to the shrine will be hazardous. Mephalah's creatures still roam the area, feasting on my brothers and sisters.
Tell me how to reach the shrine.
Enter the grotto and look for our camp. Meridia's shrine looms over the area. Raz will accompany me and will enter via a side tunnel. I don't want you to have to worry about me while you're defending yourself against those creatures.
I'll meet you at the shrine.
Raz thinks this is a bad idea, Sadara.
I want to help Raz. Maybe this is the reason Meridia allowed me to escape when the rest of my sect was attacked.
Okay, you two hash that out. I was wrong. A lot of these quests do send you into delves. It didn't seem like it at first, but this one, we're already been in 2 of the 6 delves. Although, I don't know, maybe we'll be in more. I don't remember going to delves for Elsewhere, though. Everything there was mostly surface level with the occasional storyline cave. Oh no, there was one delve you have to go into, wasn't there? Maybe there's more. Oh, I didn't read the load screen. Sorry.
I knew I shouldn't have let her go in.
Oh, Seeks the Dark is here. He's a slight recurring character. More spider kith. No.
A mortal lurks nearby. I can smell their panic.
This way. We're almost there.
Raz is not fond of Daedric cultists, but no one deserves to die like this.
Court of Bedlam are cowards. They struck us down without warning. Master, what did those bastards do to you?
The shrine is just inside.
Oh, jeez.
Look what they did to his body. They defiled Meridia's shrine.
Oh, I think he's supposed to be further down on this.
That light. That is not natural, yes.
Meridia, she calls to us.
My devoted priest, a loyal soldier, and an intrepid instigator. Step closer and bask in Meridia's light.
Why is this statue talking to Raz? Should it be doing such a thing?
Have you really never interacted with a Daedra ever? Someone in your position? It's crazy.
My followers murdered. My shrine desecrated. The other princes, this so-called triad, they must answer for these insults. But I sense a question in your mind. Speak, champion of Cold Harbor. Ask what you will of the Prince of Light.
Your Golden Knight was captured and his sword damaged. We seek your guidance on how to repair it.
They dare to steal my vessel? To hold prisoner the agent I put in place to foil their despicable plans? My light shall not be snuffed out. My colored runes will not be compromised. You must set Darien Gautier free.
Oops, spoiler. Darien Gautier from Cold Harbor, he's your vessel?
My vessel just thinks of itself as the mortal called Darien Gautier. In reality, Darien is my will and my power, inserted into your reality whenever my light needs to banish a darkness. I will admit my night changed after it met you, though.
What do you mean Darien changed?
The night had a single purpose, but somehow you complicated matters. Now the night actually cares. You and my vessel will both be required to stop the Triad. You must enter Mafala's realm and rescue Darien.
I retrieved the Dawnstar gem. Can it be used to reforge Dawnbreaker?
The gem cannot grow a new sword, but I can add to its power. Now you can use it to locate Darien in Mafala's realm. Return to the Right Master and tell him what I said. Wait, how dare they? The Triad dares invade my sacred realm? This cannot stand.
Oh, that's kind of creepy. The Triad's attacking your realm?
Meridia, my prince. She's gone. I can't feel her presence any longer.
Raz is certain that the nice statue will be fine. In the meantime, let this one take you someplace where you will be safe.
I don't suppose I could take that side entrance you guys used, could I?
Raz has seen many things. Were-sharks, flying tigers, were-sharks on top of flying tigers. But a talking light? Ah, Queen Irene will never believe it. How much trouble are we in, Five Claw? Be honest with old Raz.
A lot. The Digic Triad wants the Crystal Tower and they're attacking the other princes.
Too much honesty is never a good thing. How do we battle Daedric princes? Raz supposes an army would help. An army always helps. Alas, Raz rarely has an army to call upon when he needs one the most.
The Right Master will think of something. We just have to find Darien and repair the sword.
And that involves traveling to places Raz never knew existed before all this started. No. Raz will see Sadara to safety and then do what he can to protect Summerset and the Crystal Tower. The Daedra fighting, Raz will leave to you, yes?
Yes. They still haven't fixed that weird bug where, like, NPCs are elevated more than they should be. Like, there's a lot of NPCs that are supposed to be in cages, or creatures are supposed to be in cages, and instead they're sitting on top of the cage. Or, like, that guy was supposed to be halfway down that spike, and instead he was floating above it. We noticed that a long time ago, too, like, at the beginning of this playthrough, pretty much. It's strange they haven't fixed it. It seems like it would be an easy fix. Come on, just leave me alone. Alright, good. Now you're all chasing me over here. You're gonna lose interest. Lose interest. Okay. Goodbye. So I guess we're gonna go to the Spiral Skane. Or Skian. However it's pronounced. Again, we've been there already. At this point, the only member of the Triad's realms we haven't been to is, Clavicus Vials. Which is, what is it called again? The, like, golden something? I forget what it's called. Actually, how many Daedric realms have we been to? We've been to Mayroom Dagons, the Deadlands. We've been to Cold Harbor, of course. We've been to the Colored Rooms very briefly. We've been to the Spiral Skane. We've been to Evergloam. Creeping up on like half of them. We have not been to Hermaeus Mora's. We've been to the Shivering Isles a little bit. Who else? We've not been to anything... Oh, we were in Vermina's. Very briefly. I forget the name of that one, but that was like the Dream Realm stuff. We haven't been to Azura's. We haven't been to... I don't know if we could even go to Malakath's. His is kind of incorporeal for the most part. We haven't been to Hermaeus Mora. Mira, I already said. Maybe we have been. Maybe you do go to at least... Oh, you go... We haven't done it in this, but you can go to Hircine's, the hunting grounds, a number of ways. Why is it... Oh, I have to go down to the... Right. Yeah, the hunting grounds you visit when you become a werewolf and if you do March of Sacrifices. What other princes am I missing off the top of my head?
I see signs of the court's work throughout Summerset, but nothing of the court itself.
I think the Court of Bedlam has fewer members than we imagined.
Enough of this for now. Let's see what our friend has learned.
Hello again.
You returned, but without the Dawnbreaker. Weren't you able to make contact with Meridia? Forgive my impatience. This inability to remember has me on edge. Go on. Tell me what you learned.
The court attacked the cults of Azura and Meridia, but it was able to speak to Meridia.
The Court of Bedlam is eliminating the cults of the other princes? To what end? You said you were able to make contact with Meridia. Then why didn't she give you a restored Dawnbreaker?
We can use the Dawn Star gem to find the Golden Knight. He can restore the Dawnbreaker.
I suspected that might be the case. I'll send Valsarun with you into Mafala's realm to rescue the Golden Knight.
Meridia said her realm was being invaded. I think the Triad of Princes attacked Meridia.
A disturbing development, to be sure. But we'll have to hope Meridia can protect herself. I'll open a portal to Mafala's Spiral Skein when you're ready.
Skein.
Then you can use the gem to find the Golden Knight.
I'm ready.
Mafala's realm can be daunting, but I'll be with you the entire time.
Have you been
Remember
there?
to stay focused on your destination at all times. Otherwise, you could get lost in myriad pathways of the Dreaming Cave. And whatever you do, don't lose that gem.
Yup. The Spiral Skein. Fish... What? What? Oh, okay. I figured the Spiral Skein would have its own load screen or info, but I guess not.
Are you there? I think we were separated.
You don't say. Oh, is this gonna be I can't go through? I gotta fight. I have to fight them. You can't just let me run through. Nope, stop that. How do I... Hello? Ooh.
There you are.
It's almost Dwemer in style.
Try to find a way up while I take a look around.
You make it sound so easy. Not that way. Damn it, really? That's so annoying. Guess what? You're gonna get Colossus in a second. Actually, maybe I shouldn't. They're pretty weak. Never mind. It's interesting that the 4 major bugs, I think there's only 4 bugs that appear in the Spiral Skein. Or Skein. I can't even remember how to say it, like after he tells me. But the 4 major ones that appear here
Like
were made at pet versions of? Or
that lead nowhere.
they were given, they created pet versions of them?
Try to use
and they're like comically tiny versions of them. Like they could have made the spider full size. Instead, it's like 2 inches tall. And the same basically applies to all of them. Oh wow, that's a rare item drop. Spider's crown. Wow, I don't think I've gotten that on my other character.
I think there's something stalking me in here. Oh no!
Well, she's probably fine. Okay, he was literally just hanging out. Oh, wasps. Great. At least there's no impeding webs. Oh, a Horror Daedra. Awesome. Did it aggro on me? Come on. Can't I use the thing? Oh, are they not tethered? Are they really not tethered enemies? So annoying. I have to go back and clean up after myself. Now if this thing ran out of enchantment, I gotta charge it too. Ew, Flesh Weaver. I didn't even notice that title. Something still fighting me? Oh my god, where? Don't you run away. I don't want you to try to make the other one fight me, the Horror Daedra. Trying to make this not last forever. Can I really not use this again? What the hell still aggroed on me? I guess I have to go deal with it. Wait, what? Oh, okay, that was weird. I guess I was standing in the wrong spot. Maybe I can just run past everything. I think I found her. Oh, this guy's actually wearing Silken Ring style armor. I guess they all are. I just hadn't noticed. Oh, when did the Sky and Beetle get in here? I didn't even see them join.
Thank the stars. I can breathe again. I couldn't breathe. As usual, you found me just in the nick of time. The beast that captured me, I've never seen anything like it.
Are you alright?
A little lightheaded, but I'll be fine. Now that we're together, we can focus on finding the Golden Knight. And if that beast shows its mandibles again, I'll be ready.
What kind of beast attacked you?
Something with the body of a giant spider. And, well, I'm not sure how to describe it. But it was a creature right out of my nightmares. Just
Oh,
what
how
you
did I
would
drift
expect
so
in the
far?
realm
Whoa.
of a Daedric prince.
I need to look at my camera a little
Right.
more often. I
Let's
was
go
like way out of
find the
frame.
Golden Knight.
Sorry about that. I talked over her. Ooh. I almost could have done it. Almost. Oh, right. She did the time freezy thing. You can actually learn that skill.
That's the path revealed by the Dawnstar gem. What I wouldn't give to be able to use portal magic in here.
And she's really shaken up over being almost killed by a spider monster.
That wasn't a pleasant experience.
There's a lot of them here. I'm just gonna run. Oh, I guess I need to get up there.
It's bright. Out of place in this dismal setting. That must be the Golden Knight.
You can't stop me. Oh, that's a uniquely named one. Okay, so I guess I have to fight Gwarchadauer. Wait a little bit and then... Many birds with one stone. Oh my god, there are a lot of birds. I don't have enough stones. Okay, I guess the devs definitely understood that people would try to run past all this. Okay, he just lives up there now. That's kind of unfair that it was able to heal because I couldn't get to it. He's gone. We done here? Well, the path is now... Oh, never mind. Not clear.
Mafala won't leave something as valuable as Meridia's Golden Knight unprotected.
That's fine.
You're about to regret this.
Silence, or
Ziggle
my
Zoo.
webs will fill your pretty mouth next.
Say, where's the big monster that she was afraid of? We haven't seen anything like it yet.
I tried to warn them.
Oh, I thought you were my ally. I was so confused. What was hurting me? Is she fighting something over there? Probably. That's really annoying. Ah, you're frozen in time. Oh, it'll let me get my ultimate back up a little bit. Non-combat anymore. Good.
Took you long enough. I expected this rescue hours ago.
Your gratitude has a hollow ring, Knight.
Oh, I can be very grateful, my lady.
Maybe we should just leave him. I'm sure the right master would understand.
Jeez. Can't you take a... I mean, he's just a silly goofball, man.
Well, this is awkward. You're probably wondering how your old friend Darien became Meridia's champion and got stuck in all this sticky webbing. You know, it's a funny story, really. Probably better if I wait to tell it until after we escape from this realm.
You're the Golden Knight? The same one that's been trying to contact us?
Guilty as charged. Meridia sent me to offer my assistance, but those other princes, they kept interfering. And then I was dragged into this pit of spider harlots. Look, we can catch up on things later. Right now, we need to get out of here.
You're right. Let's get out of here.
There's one small problem. We can't just walk through a door to get back to Tamriel. Believe me, I tried. How did you find me, by the way? Mephala specifically said she was putting me someplace where no one would ever think to look.
I've been looking for you for a long time, Darien.
I knew my friends wouldn't abandon me. Especially not you. Not after everything we've been through together. As happy as seeing you again has made me, you need to know that I am in no condition to fight at the moment.
Stay close. I'll get you out of here.
Let's get out of here. Meet me outside.
How do you even know where to go? Darien's just hobbling back there.
I can open a portal to the Dreaming Cave, but the ritual will take time, and will more than likely draw Mephala's Daedra. You need to hold them off until I can find a way back home.
I'll keep them busy.
I won't be able to assist you while I'm casting, and the Golden Knight doesn't appear to be in any condition to fight. I'm afraid you're on your own, my friend.
I'm fine. I've got it.
Let my voice penetrate the barriers between here and the Dreaming Cave.
Oh. Get my buddy out. No, I imagine this is going to be the part where her scary monster shows up. Oh, there's a lot of them coming. Okay, or not.
Keep them back a few moments longer.
Huh? Oh. This isn't so bad. Bring on the boss already. I'm sure there's gonna be one, right?
I can sense the portal opening. Just by the stars! That spider thing!
That's what you were... That's just a spider Daedra. Bravora poison. Oh, she has a lot of health. Oh, stop that. I love that they can. I love that they summon tiny little spider Daedra.
The portal has opened. Let's get out of here.
Everyone else first. I guess you'll follow. This storyline's a little bit longer than the Morrowind one was. This is only the 5th quest, right?
Valsarin, take the knight to the healers. We'll deal with the sword later. In the meantime, I need to speak with our friend.
No dialogue? Nobody comments? No nothing?
You and Valsarin entered Mephala's realm and rescued Meridia's Golden Knight. I couldn't ask for more, my friend. I assume Darien believes he can repair the Dawnbreaker.
Yeah.
I hope that would be the case. The Golden Knight will need to recover some of his strength first, though. Who knows what tortures Mephala and her creatures inflicted upon him. That's not a fate I'd wish on my worst enemy.
What did the three-digit princes hope to accomplish?
Who can say what drives such beings as these? To work with the Sea Slode, to pit their followers against the cultists of other princes, to launch attacks into rival Oblivion realms. Such actions boggle the mind.
How long before we can attempt to breach the barrier?
Knight Darien needs to recover his strength first and restore the Dawnbreaker. Then we can attempt to unblock the path and see where I took the heart of transparent law. For now, take this with my thanks.
Cool.
While the Golden Knight recovers, we must make preparations for breaching the Daedric barrier. Since I can't remember where that particular pathway goes, we'll have to be ready for any contingency. I also need to tell you about another memory.
You remembered something else?
My memories return slowly, a little at a time. While you searched for the night, a memory came back to me. A woman's voice, barely a whisper, beautiful but speaking in a language I can't understand, repeating the same words over and over.
What do you think the memory means?
I suspect that the language is ancient. It may actually predate the languages of Tamriel. I feel that the memory is connected to the barrier in the Dreaming Cave, and where I hid the heart. My friend, we need to discover the meaning of these words.
I'll help you in any way I can.
I hoped you'd say that. I sent Oriandra to my study to review my memory and see if she could translate the ancient words. I even suggested a scholar she could contact, an expert in ancient languages and obscure dialects. Go, check on her progress.
You have no idea what language the voice is speaking in?
No. I just feel that the words contain the key to where I hid the heart of transparent law. I do know the language is not native to Tamriel, or to anywhere on Nirn for that matter. It feels ancient, alien. I hope the expert recognizes it.
Who is this expert?
Forte, the Grand Maestro of the House of Reveries. We've shared research in the past, and he thinks the language could be related to tablets he once studied in Ebon Stadmont. Now go and see if Oriandra has made any progress by reviewing my memory.
Do those shoulders do anything? They do! Oh, Grace of Gloom. Wow, and shoulders are useless. Maybe they won't be when the whole artificier... No, what's it called? The antiquities thing that they're adding. Because supposedly you'll get armor pieces that are unique to that. So who knows? Maybe shoulders will have a comeback. Maybe I should preemptively gather helmets and shoulders for all the sets I use. Just in case. You know?
Not derived from Iliad, though I see a possible correlation to Daedric linguistic patterns. Who? Oh. Don't you know not to interrupt a sage when she's deep in concentration? I suppose the Right Master sent you to see how my research was coming along. I've listened to his memory over and over, and I examined every relevant tome I could find.
Have you been able to identify the unknown language?
Not yet. The Master of the House of Reveries sent me his work. It relates to a similar language seen in the ruins of Ebon Stadmont, but I only understand a little of it. I wish Lathan was still one of us. He was our language expert.
Lathan's an expert in on ancient languages?
Ancient languages and battle magic, to name just a few. Lathan betrayed us, and I don't trust him, but I've reached a dead end. We need help, and he's the best option I can think of. Take the notes and show them to Lathan. What do we have to lose?
I'll take the notes and talk to Lathan.
I'll let the Right Master know what I proposed. He may not like it, but he's always telling us to utilize every available resource. I think this qualifies. You'll find Lathan in Valserin's study. See if you can convince him to translate the words.
Do you really expect Lathan to help us?
I have no idea, but it's worth a try. I know Lathan and the Right Master were friends. I don't believe Lathan would purposely try to harm Ikesis. On the other hand, if Lathan thinks that helping us will help his cause, he'll jump at the chance.
Why do you think Lathan joined forces with Mephala?
I suppose it had something to do with his daughter. Eldaway was a beautiful girl, smart, sweet, and full of energy. She brightened the entire island. When she fell ill, Lathan and Valsarin grew apart. It was how they dealt with the tragedy.
The Sigil Order couldn't save her?
Don't you think we tried? The Right Master, Valsarin, the entire Conclave. But nothing helped. She grew weaker and weaker, and then she was gone. Val threw herself into her work after that. Lathan just grew more distant.
Shouldn't Valsarin ask Lathan for this favor?
Only if you want to guarantee that Lathan refuses to help us. Haven't you seen them since they were reunited? Val wants to kill him, and Lathan hates her with a passion. They used to be so in love. Now it breaks my heart to see them like this.
People grow apart. Oh, I kind of actually wanted to read that. Whoops. Oh, he's actually in the building. I don't have to go out and load the rest of Artaeum.
Interesting. You weren't this attentive when our daughter actually needed you.
Oof.
Lathan, I need to go check on the knight anyway.
Val, wait. Damn it.
You seem to be slightly regretful.
By the spinner's holy webs. When did I become an insufferable arse? Valsarin didn't deserve that. Eldaway was her daughter too. Why am I talking to you about this? I know it isn't because I like you. Because I really don't.
I understand you're good with languages.
Is this some new attempt at interrogation? If so, I'm not familiar with the technique. Very well, I'll play along. Yes, I am a master linguist, specializing in ancient and obscure languages. Why do you ask?
The Right Master heard these words, but we can't translate them. They may point to the Tower Crystal.
Intriguing. I've never seen this dialect before. I can translate it, but I need more to work with. I need to examine the original tablets found at Ebon Stadmont. That will never happen, of course. You do remember I'm a prisoner here, don't you?
I can go to Ebon Stadmont. What do you need to complete the translation?
According to those notes, the writing is carved into a massive stone. I doubt you'd be able to carry it back here. All right, you've piqued my interest. Use this rune when you reach Ebon Stadmont, and I'll be able to see what you see.
What does the rune you gave me do exactly?
Nothing nefarious, if that's what you're asking. Just enter the forest, find the obscure language, and use the rune so I can see what you see. It won't do anything beyond that, I assure you.
What can I expect to find in Ebon Stadmont?
According to the scribblings of this Grand Maestro Forte, Spinner's Web, that's a pompous title. The forest is a maze filled with all kinds of beasts and Daedra. As to the reason why, who can say? Sometimes a cursed wood is just a cursed wood.
Sometimes. What's going on between you and Valsarin?
I don't see how that's relevant to our interactions. Not in the least. Still, my words were spiteful, meant to hurt her. There was no need for me to open old wounds. But why does this concern you? I'm your enemy. Are you too dense to see that?
What happened to you and Val was horrible. I'm just trying to help.
You and Ichesis. Always sticking your noses into places they don't belong. I suppose I can appreciate that. But kindness won't help you in the coming war. Very well. I'll tell you this. Val loved our daughter, and our daughter loved Val.
So why do you hate each other?
Hate? I'm not sure what emotions I feel right now. But when my daughter was dying, when she was crying for her mother's comfort, Val wasn't there. She was buried in her work, too busy or too frightened to spend those final moments with Eldaway.
Ugh. Isn't Ebon Stadmont like that weird... It is a cursed wood, but like nobody knows what the heck is going on in there, and it's been there for like thousands of years? Like it may be nocturnal, it may not be nocturnal, who knows? It may just be like a super ancient evil darkness that's like older than Nocturnal somehow, or isn't Nocturnal. Where is there? Alright, it has its own little way shrine right next to it. It is a maze, I remember that. That's not going to be fun. Load time's actually not that bad.
Wherever could that blasted mercenary be?
The rune is working perfectly. It's almost as if I'm standing right
Ah.
next to you.
Why is there a Kutagawa attacking me? That was weird.
I can feel the powerful magic that permeates this place. I sense a Daedric influence, but something that's far older than my Prince Vathala.
What should I be looking for?
The Maestro's notes said the ancient words were etched into a massive stone. I expect you'll need to travel deeper into the forest to find the exact location. I can't translate the words the Right Master heard until you find that stone.
How do I find this massive stone covered in the ancient writing?
I'm not your tour guide. Just pick a direction and start walking. Wait a moment. The Maestro's notes. There was a passage that might help. Something about crows. Maybe that would be enough to guide you.
I'll find the stone.
Refer to the book and use the rune again when you locate the ancient writing.
Okay. Oh, that's how I aggro to Kutagawa. I didn't even see it. Why are there Kutagawas here? Alright, so I need to look for crows. Oh, I can use the mount in the Stadment? That's weird. Oh, well, easy peasy. This one has the crows on it. Evan's Sanctum. High elves are used to magic, so the misdirection spells wreathing the woods of Evan's Stabman are regarded by locals as sort of amusing curiosity. There's talk of an Evan's Sanctum hidden somewhere within, but no one really believes in it. So Evan is like an alternate version of Ebony. So it's like, would Ivor be the same equivalent for Ivory? Oh, there are. This is Nocturnal's handiwork. This glow moves.
Have you found the inscription? Not yet, but the inscription is nearby. I sense something else, though. Nocturnal's presence.
Are you not gonna say anything?
The Grand Maestro mentioned Daedra, and I never imagined they'd belong to one of the patrons of the Court of Bedlam. This changes everything. Now I'm really interested in helping you translate the Right Master's memory.
What do you mean? What's this have to do with Nocturnal?
An excellent question. But we won't learn anything if you continue to stand here and talk to my projection. Get moving and find that inscribed stone.
Is it up and around? Oh, it is up and around. Oh, there's lots of stuff here. Oh, and a wisp mother. Great. Those are always fun to fight. Oh, really? This is it?
The ancient inscription. You found it. Something isn't right. I feel... our connection breaking up. It's Nocturnal's Earl.
Now that Lathan's gone, we can talk freely.
Well, look who it is.
I never expected to see you again. But you shouldn't have come here. These words of power, they aren't meant for mortal eyes. I'm an Earl in the court of Bedlam now. So believe me when I say that Lathan isn't being totally honest with you.
Vea from Balmora? You're Nocturnal's Earl? How did that happen?
That doesn't matter. What matters is that I want to maintain the balance of power among the Daedric Triad. If Lathan translates the language and gives Mephala the secret, she'll gain an advantage that could threaten my prince, Nocturnal.
It sounds like a triad of princes, of Daedric princes isn't as united as we thought.
Speculate all you want. I'm here to give you a gift. Nocturnal has authorized me to provide you with the meaning of the mysterious phrase. It's in all our best interests for the Right Master to remember where he hid the heart of transparent law.
So what do the words mean?
The phrase the Right Master remembers, the words he keeps hearing. It's a spell to retrieve something hidden. When the time is right, he just needs to repeat the phrase to reveal the heart's hiding place.
I'll let the Right Master know.
I wasn't sure how I'd feel if I saw you or Naryu again. Balmora seems like a lifetime ago. And I'm a new person, since committing myself to Nocturnal's service. I wish you weren't involved in this matter.
You knew exactly when and where to contact me. How?
Artaeum is only as isolated as it allows itself to be. First, the Abyssal Pearl allowed the Sea Slode and Mephala to invade the Sidjic Island. Then you took Lathan, an Earl in the court of Bedlam, prisoner. We know your moves before you make them.
What does the triad of Daedric princes hope to achieve?
Our princes plan to do away with the laws imposed by other powers. They want to remake Nirn, reshape it to better suit their every inclination. Of course, to do this, all obstacles must be cast aside, including the other Daedric princes.
And what does the court of Bedlam get out of this?
The court isn't evil. We wouldn't be a part of something that didn't add to the greater good. When our princes are done, war and sickness will be eradicated. There will be true peace and godhood for the court, as befits beings of our stature.
You were supposed... Oh, that's a typo. You were supposed to start a new life in Summerset. I don't think this is what Naryu had in mind.
A new life? More like a new prison. Serving at the feet of a Khajiit to become a slave to the High Elf Queen? No, that's not an existence I could bear. I follow the shadowy paths of Nocturnal now. She gives me the freedom to be who I really am.
How did you wind up in service to Nocturnal?
I felt abandoned. Lost. That's when Nocturnal offered to comfort me. Not the Morag Tong. Not a Khajiit guardian. Not even you. Nocturnal gave me a purpose and a family. She gave me something to believe in.
You know we're going to stop the triad of Daedric princes.
Belief doesn't make something true. You stopped me once, but I'm stronger now. More powerful. As for the princes, you're barely a speck on a flea that gets casually brushed aside after a minor irritation. Do what you must. This only ends one way.
Okay.
Tell the Right Master, it's a spell of retrieval.
Finally, I've re-established my connection to the rune. Tell me what Nocturnal's Earl said to you. I can't believe Nocturnal's Earl interfered like that. We're supposed to be allies. Why would she want to stop me from reading that ancient inscription?
Nocturnal's Earl said that the ancient phrase is a spell.
A spell? Interesting. And somehow connected to the Right Master's forgotten hiding place. I wonder why Nocturnal decided to share this information. She isn't usually the most forthcoming of the court's esteemed princes.
Nocturnal's Earl also indicated you've been informing the court about our plans.
Right. I told them to interrupt my research before I could unravel an ancient and powerful language. Look, you should come back to Kapora Tower now. The Right Master wants to hear everything my associate shared with you. And frankly, so do I.
I'll return to Artame as soon as I can.
I just wish I could have spent a few moments studying that inscription.
I wonder what it does say. Why is it here then if it's not meant for mortal eyes? Doesn't make any sense. There must be other lore to Evan Stadman. I think it appeared in the... I want to say Evan Stadman is a location in the very first in Arena, in Elder Scrolls. But I don't know what's involved with it. These Kutagawa are so annoying. Just like that, they're gone. Okay. Boop. You know what? I've got time while it loads. Let me look up lore for Evan Stadmont. If my phone will correctly respond. Hello? Thank you. No, not Staffmont. Lore. Oh, well, I'm out of time. I'll have to look it up on my own time, I guess. Is he above or below? He is above. Not honestly a lot of information on it.
Oriandra, you should have consulted me beforehand.
She saw an opportunity and she took it, Ichesis.
Silence, Lathan. Need I put you in chains to remind you of your status here?
I'm sorry, Right Master. We should have asked permission. It won't happen again.
This escapade of yours could have been disastrous. What were you and Oriandra thinking, trusting Lathan to help us translate the ancient language? Now nothing you discovered can be trusted. We're back to square one.
Nocturnal's Earl says the words you remember are a spell that will reveal the heart's location.
I observed what I could through Lathan's connection, but it seems to me that the Court of Bedlam is just trying to confuse us. What do you think? Should we trust Nocturnal's Earl or not?
They want you to find the heart of transparent law. I think the Earl told me the truth.
As much as it pains me, I must concur. We'll just have to make sure that once we recover the heart, it isn't allowed to fall into the hands of the Court of Bedlam or their princes. Darian's outside. Talk to him, then meet me in the Dreaming Cave.
Okay.
No matter whether Nocturnal's Earl spoke truth or lies, we need to recover the heart of transparent law. I'm sure I hid it somewhere beyond the Daedric barrier. Was there anything else before you go and check on Darian?
Do you remember anything else about this supposed spell?
I remember I tried to resist the Sea Sloat's compulsion and was able to maintain a sliver of control. But as for a revelation spell, where would I acquire something in such an obscure language? And whose voice do I hear echoing in my mind?
You don't remember anything else?
I remember using what control I still possessed to foil Katora's plans. I recall forging a bargain with someone I have no memory of. I remember that it was the only way to assure the heart's safety.
Maybe we should leave the Heart of Transparent Law hidden away.
That, my friend, would be a mistake. Somerset's ancient defenses have withered since the Transparent Law crystal was broken and the heart removed. Every moment the Crystal Tower remains incomplete, another protection falls away.
But what if this is all just an elaborate trap to get you to reveal the hiding place?
I'm sure that it is. But in that certainty, we gain an advantage. You'll be at my side when we locate the heart, and you'll be there to help me defend it from the Court of Bedlam and their princes.
Our trip into the Cursed Wood wasn't a total failure. I had a brief moment to examine the inscription before Nocturnal's Earl usurped our connection. I think I know what some of the words from the Right Master's memory mean.
Did you tell him?
Not yet. He's been in a harsh mood. Besides, I've only been able to make a partial translation.
So what do the words you translated mean?
The phrase contains 8 distinct words, repeated over and over. I've been able to translate 3 of them. In, heart, unsealed. Do with that information what you will.
He's pretty talented, I have to admit. He only saw it for like a couple seconds. I guess when you're a talented linguistics expert, you're a talented linguistics expert. Yeah, it doesn't really say anything about Evan Stadman. Maybe they're saving it for a future installment? It would be kind of cool if they made another arena-style game where you go to little bits of the world all over the place.
Your wounds, they're just gone.
I've always healed fast, Val. I can call you Val, right? Give me a moment. I'd like to chat with our friend.
Maybe put a shirt on, too, at the same time?
Of course. Then go to the Dreaming Cave. The Right Master's ready to begin.
I wanted to thank you again for getting me out of Mephalah's realm. Wasn't anything like I originally imagined. Oh, and I wanted to let you know that I was able to repair the Dawnbreaker. The sword's power should allow us to breach the barrier.
Looks like you fully recovered.
No thanks to the Psijic healers. I thought they were gonna slice me open to try to figure out what makes me... well, me. I'm glad you stopped by, though. I wanted to talk to you. In private.
About what?
This might sound like a strange question. In fact, depending on how you answer it, it is a strange question. Do you remember me? I'm not talking about here in Summerset. I mean, from someplace else.
Of course I remember you. I thought we lost you in Cold Harbor.
Yeah, it was terrible. One moment I'm fighting Molag Bal, and the next I'm stuck in the colored rooms without any kind of explanation. I tried everything I could think of to get out of there, but nothing worked until Meridia gave me this mission.
So you didn't die?
I thought I did. After the big flash of light, I remember floating. Then there was more light. Meridia was there. She told me I was in her realm. Other than her lectures, it was pretty boring. Come to think of it, those were pretty boring too.
You said Meridia gave you a mission?
Oh yeah. She said I was supposed to help you stop the Daedric princes, to keep them from reaching the Crystal Tower. Problem is, she didn't tell me how we were supposed to do that, and now I can't seem to reach her. I hate to admit it, but I'm worried.
Let's go get the heart back.
Fixing the Dawnbreaker was surprisingly easy, by the way, especially considering that I had never repaired a Daedric artifact before.
Before we go to the Dreaming Cave, can I ask you a few questions?
Questions? Not like a test or anything, though, right? Tests give me a rash. But sure, yeah, what would you like to know?
I haven't seen you in a long time. How have you been?
Being in the colored rooms was fun at first. Those golden saints were pleasant to look at. Their personalities leave a lot to be desired, though. I've had better conversations with the floating rocks than with those shining arses.
Why did Meridia send you to her realm?
I ask myself that question every day. Meridia said I had a purpose, but she refused to elaborate. She said I'd recognize it when the time was right. Nothing more comforting than a Daedric prince being all vague about your fate.
What does Meridia want you to do?
Help you. She talked about you a lot, as a matter of fact. We've already stopped one Daedric prince together, right? How hard can it be to stop 3?
You look Breton, but what are you really?
I wish I knew the answer to that. I remember my father well enough. He was a Breton, but I never met my mother. In fact, now that I think about it, my entire childhood is kind of a blur. I never questioned that. I'm not really sure why.
Did Meridia tell you anything?
Meridia only ever told me I was her vessel. I can't say I remember volunteering for that job, though. I have her magic inside me. I've had it all my life. I can feel it. But why? I have so many questions.
Such as?
Who I am, what I am, why the amazing good looks and roguish charm if I'm just here to stomp on Meridia's enemies. I mean, I guess if I was a prince, I'd want a dashing champion, so I can't blame her for that.
Alright, well, put your shirt on and get your sword and let's go into a cave. Where's Sotha Seal? He appeared for like 2 minutes and then disappeared. Just hanging around somewhere? Loading screen and then no loading screen.
Wait! Don't start without me!
They can't. Ah. How did I get all turned around like that?
We're as prepared as we can be without knowing exactly where this pathway leads. I've even set wards that will help protect me from the Daedric princes. Remember though, our primary goal is to recover the Heart of Transparent Law.
How do we activate the portal?
The Golden Knight must wield the reforged Dawnbreaker to breach the barrier. Then we simply step through the portal and see where it takes us. I expect we may call upon your fighting skills before all is said and done. Are you ready to proceed?
Yeah.
Sir Darian, deal with this barrier, if you please.
My pleasure.
Effective.
The way is open. Let's go.
Anyone gonna say anything? No? Okay. Evergloam. Evergloam, Nocturnal's ever-shifting domain of twilight and gloom, that somehow seems to be adjacent to every other realm of reality. In the dark, if you turn and look quickly, you can almost glimpse it. Hey, isn't Nocturnal, like, older than the other Daedric princes? Like, she or they or them? They're like a primordial force, even more so, again, than the other princes?
I'll be all right, Valcerin. Manipulating the Dreaming Cave always exhausts me.
We'll take it slow. Let the others clear the path for us.
I expected the pathway to lead to some obscure corner of oblivion. But this is Nocturnal's realm. I wish I could remember what compelled me to hide the heart here.
You hid the Heart of Transparent Law in Nocturnal's realm?
The heart is here. I'm positive. Now that I think about it, this location has a familiar feel. I've been here before. I just need to remember where I placed the stolen crystal.
How do we find the heart?
Take Darian and scout the path ahead. Look for any signs that might indicate where I hid the heart. Valcerin will assist me and we'll follow behind you. As much as it pains me to admit, my many years are finally catching up with me.
Darian and I will scout ahead.
Be prepared for anything. This is Nocturnal's realm, after all.
Can I just, like, jump over the cliff here and immediately beat the spot?
The featherless one walks the path once more. But where is the pretty crystal he carried last time?
Did that bird just talk? You heard that right?
Pay the crows no mind. Nothing but an annoyance.
You're not the Black Feather Court. Uh-oh, he thinks there's two of you in here.
The crows serve as Nocturnal's eyes. She watches us through these annoying little creatures. There's nothing to do about it except to keep moving forward until we find the hiding place.
What did the crow mean by the featherless one walks the path once more?
I remember carrying the Heart of Transparent Law along this path and up toward the mountain above. I remember Nocturnal's creatures moved aside to let me pass. Obviously, they aren't as accommodating as last time I was here.
Should we keep going?
I don't see any alternative, do you? Perhaps more memories from when I was last here will return as we continue along the path. Clear the way ahead, if you please.
Can I jump down again? Come on. Why is there just like a random crashed ship here? It's bizarre. Oh, is it up? Do I have to go up for it? I think I need to go up. Yeah, it goes up. Oh, she's got like cool markings. What are those? Have those ever been released? They're really cool. Oh, do they all have it? No, they don't. Some of them have like red ones. Oh, he can do synergies? That's cool.
Remind me to wear lighter armor next time we have to climb a mountain.
Okay. Ah, I hate that I have to fight all of them. It's gonna take forever. Also, why do they have no voices? That's unusual. Oh wow, his Dawnbreaker thing makes quick work of these Daedra. I guess it's because it's a unique synergy. Yeah, look at that. I wonder how that will work when I use my other character. Or if I use my other character with the Alkosh set. Does that count as a synergy? Or is it like just like a prompt? Oh right, I can't stand an action that does a lot of damage. Oh well, that answered my question I had a few episodes ago about Wraith of Crows. There is another one.
The featherless one couldn't resist the sea sloan, not on his own. Ah!
What nonsense is this?
He doesn't remember. So desperate he was, he leaped at our mistress's offer. Ah!
Speak plainly, crows. Come back here.
Ichesis, calm down. Their words mean nothing.
This is getting stranger and stranger.
The crows. Their words stir the echoes in my mind.
So you did accept an offer from Nocturnal?
I remember fighting the sea sloth's compulsion with every fiber of my being. And I was losing. I remember searching for something, anything, to keep me from giving Katora the heart.
Do you remember anything else?
I remember Nocturnal appearing before me, offering to help me hide the heart away in a place that no one would ever find it. Then, let's keep going. Clear the path ahead while I try to recall the rest of the memory.
And more of this path. I guess it's fine. When I catch things with the Dawnbreaker attack, it basically kills them. Go ahead and do it. Thank you. Like that. Second and boom. Oh, so I guess the range doesn't matter. It's just anything engaged in combat with you will get hit by it. Kind of cool. Cool purple bubbles. It's like night, but light
Be
at the
ready
same
for
time.
anything.
Why would you say that? Darren, you want to do the... Yeah, there you go. Boom. I guess they're really trying to drive home the uses of the Dawnbreaker.
The path ends here.
I remember this.
Jesus, what are you saying?
I'm saying I remember taking the heart through that portal. With every step along this path, my memory grew clearer. This portal, it leads to where I had my fateful meeting with Nocturnal, where she offered to aid me in my struggle against the sea slow Katora.
What kind of aid did she offer you?
Nocturnal offered me a spell that would hide the heart from everyone. The sea slowed, Nocturnal, even from me. As soon as I hid it away, my memory of even possessing the crystal faded like a distant dream.
So the heart is on the other side of this portal?
I assume so. Some of the details still elude me. I remember entering the portal with the heart, then returning here without it in my hands. Since I cast the spell with those ancient words, only I can use it again to unseal the hiding place.
What about Nocturnal?
My preparations included numerous wards of protection. They should allow me to resist even the magic of a Daedric prince, at least for a short amount of time. Through the portal, I remember an ancient ruin. Head for that, and we'll meet you there.
Then open the portal and let's go find the heart.
Step cautiously. I remember very little about what lies on the other side of this portal.
It's a little different from the versions in Clockwork City. Spooky. Oh, this part I remember.
Recite the words of power! Recite the words of power! Recite the words of power!
It's a big statue. Why would you do a statue of yourself in your own realm? Don't they just use statues to communicate to others?
I remember the words, but I don't know exactly what they mean. Once I begin the spell, be ready for anything.
I'm ready. Cast a spell and reveal where the heart is hidden.
My friends, the heart of transparent law will soon be back in our hands. Heart, reveal yourself. Ganoro Berin.
Your chest, it's glowing.
Ijavir. Of course. I put the heart inside myself. It was the perfect hiding place.
Look, Mephala. The mortal hid the heart inside his own body. How clever.
Uh-oh. Mephala and Clavicus Vile. This could be bad.
But why did Nocturnal keep this from us? No matter. I'll take the crystal now, right, Master?
My wards shall protect me. Impressive for a mortal. But the wards won't hold long against our power.
Tell me when to unleash Dawnbreaker's power.
Well, preferably, I guess now. Whatever. I would say wait until we're fighting something dangerous, but... no time like the present. Oh, poor guy.
Stop struggling, mortal. You're only delaying the inevitable.
Okay, so we had
Command me and I'll use the
Scoffin,
sword
now
power.
we have Skane, or Skine, whatever it's pronounced.
Fight, Jesus! Just hold on!
What is this motion she's doing? I like clavicus's.
Dawnbreaker is ready. Just give the command.
Let's just sit here and look at this for a second. Oh, well, you ruined my view.
Dawnbreaker is ready. Just give the command.
That one's still alive.
Where do all these Daedra keep coming from?
This is Oblivion, dude. They live here.
Command me and I'll use the sword's power.
Oh, got stuck mid-hug. Oh, actually, his animation broke.
Hold still, mortal, and I'll make this quick.
Dawnbreaker is ready. Just give the command.
They couldn't come up with a couple variations of that line so he doesn't repeat it over and over. Seriously, there's a lot of these.
Tell me when to unleash Dawnbreaker's power.
Val, promise me you'll lead them.
Don't even say it, Ikesis. Just keep fighting.
Command me and I'll use the sword's power.
Oh, there's a different version of it. Why is that one? What's with the weird RNG on that?
Dawnbreaker is
Am I missing something? Is there supposed to be no end to this fight? It feels like there's no end to this fight.
They're tearing me apart! Mafala, stop that! I've got him! Wait, what's the...
Nocturnal! How dare you interfere?
Get out of my realm, princess. You are no longer welcome. The heart belongs to me. We made a deal, didn't we, mortal?
Ikesis?
I did what I had to. I hid the heart, even from you. The only way to retrieve it is to kill me.
Very well. I accept those terms.
No!
We need to go, now!
Oh, I didn't realize.
Command me and I'll use the sword's power.
I didn't realize we were fighting a boss. Dead and dead. Oh, there were two.
Right, Master. Damn it. Hang on. I'll get us out of here.
Dawnbreaker will protect us. I hope.
Meridia's vessel. You have no power here.
I'll show you power, you monster!
The Sword of Light. I'll take that.
My sword! I just fixed that!
The heart is mine, and soon the Crystal Tower will belong to me. I no longer need Mafala or Vile.
Hold on. I'm getting us out of here.
That took a turn. We lost the Right Master, the heart, and the sword. Those are very important things that we needed. Also, the guy died. That's not good.
Valsarin? Where's the Right Master?
Nocturnal killed him. We couldn't stop her.
No! That's not possible.
Well, I mean...
This doesn't make any sense. What happened to the Right Master?
Nocturnal killed him. She has the heart of transparent law now.
I don't believe it. The Right Master, Ikesis, he's the best of us. Besides, I thought only he could reveal the heart's hidden location.
He hid the heart in his own chest. Nocturnal tore it out and killed him.
I knew he was remembering things, but I had no idea he was so desperate. To make a deal with a Daedric prince? Even to foil the Sea Slode? That was just
Foolish. In retrospect, though, I might have done the same. How do we beat the Triad now?
I don't think the Triad exists anymore. Nocturnal took the heart for herself.
Nocturnal betrayed the other princes? Actually, that's rather typical from what I've read. Without the heart, without the Right Master, what are we supposed to do now?
We have to find another way to stop Nocturnal.
I'm not sure there is another way. With the heart of transparent law, Nocturnal can control the Crystal Tower. And with the Crystal Tower, she can... well, I'm not sure why she wants the tower. We'll need to consult a few experts about that. Grief does us no good unless we use it to focus our commitment. We need to rally our forces. It's time to turn this Daedric tide before the waters of oblivion overwhelm us. Thankfully, Sotha Seal returned while you traveled the Dreaming Cave.
Oh, does Sotha Seal have any news to share?
Sotha Seal said he had information meant only for Right Master Ikesis' ears. He asked me to send the Right Master to see him when he returned from traveling the Dreaming Cave.
Someone needs to tell Sotha Seal that the Right Master is dead.
We also need to convince Sotha Seal to share the news he brought with us. But without the Right Master, he may decide to simply depart. Like all the members of the Dark Elf Tribunal, he can be very enigmatic. Maybe you should talk to him.
Okay. Unnecessary alliance, huh? I got, what did I get? An axe? Oh, sword. Grace of Gloom.
I hate this! I was supposed to save everybody. That's what Meridia sent me here to do. I am not used to failing so spectacularly. Not used to it at all.
First my husband betrays us. Then my friend and mentor dies at the hands of a Daedric prince. The situation gets worse and worse with every passing moment.
Oh, she's very not okay. Well, we're done with the second part. So that leaves just the third part, which we'll have to do in the next episode because this is very... oh my god, 2.5 hours. Well, yeah. Thanks for joining me. Come back, I'll have the next stuff up real soon, but until then, bye.